that was an ad for Streets of Rogue by Tiny Build. One more ad coming your way. Ad for Pinball Done Quick. Pinball Done Quick. Check out the Pinball Done Quick side stream at twitch.tv/pinballjoe. All of his sub-dollars will be donated to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. As a reminder, break times are a great way to watch the Pinball Done Quick side stream, which I just mentioned, at twitch.tv/pinballjoe. Thanks, Pinball Done Quick and Pinball Joe. And we're back to me, DS Dad, and the donation stream while we're setting up for our next game, Shippuu Iron Leaguer, played by neerrm. We've got $10 from Anonymous saying, shout out from Virginia Beach. Wish I could be there in the flesh, but the snow has me at a standstill. I love this event and love what y'all are doing. Also, it's my daughter's birthday, Maria, and she loves the speedruns. Well, happy birthday, Maria. Go make a snowman. Ooh, we got a $1,000 donation, ladies and gentlemen. Rabram187 gave us $1,000 and no comment. Well, thank you for your donation, Rabram187. If you'd had something to say, we probably would have read it out on air. Anonymous gave us $100 saying, flying purple dinosaurs? Either this is a kid's show or it must be past my bedtime. I think it's probably both, Anonymous. Go to bed. Or keep watching the stream. Either will be acceptable. Reagan Dagan gave us $50 saying, I've been going through VODs for a few weeks now. This is my first time watching live. Good luck to all the runners. VOD stands for Video on Demand. The Civil Yoshi gave us $10 saying, I've had a bad week, and lately a lot of things haven't been going my way. But at the very least, I want to help to support this great cause. Shoutouts to all AGDQ staff, runners, donations, and especially DS Dad for being the savior we didn't deserve, but the one we needed. Happy to serve, the Civil Yoshi. Happy to serve. We got $20 from Mr. Creepy Pasta saying, AGDQ is always such a great event that I can gather together with my friends and my wife to watch. Thank you for all what you do. Kick cancer in the butt. Also, hey DS Dad. Hey, Mr. Creepy Pasta. Maybe it's just me, but I think you should be less creepy. Oreo Ninja gave us $20 saying, unfortunately I'm going to be asleep while my favorite childhood game is going to be played, Mickey's Dangerous Chase. But I'm just donating to say that my brother has been going through a long-term depression because he recently lost his best friend of 4 years to cancer. I'm so happy you guys are donating to such an amazing cause. Just thank you for everything you're doing for cancer and for charity. Well, thank you, Oreo Ninja. And of course, you'll be able to watch that game later on either Twitch or on YouTube. Apito gave us $10 saying, currently losing my aunt to breast cancer. Cancer sucks. You guys are great. Keep being awesome. Well, thanks, Apito. And one of our sponsors here at AGDQ is Tokyo Attack. Tokyo Attack specializes in bringing rare import Japanese games to conventions and events all across the country, featuring titles such as U-Beat, Super Table Flip, Taiko no Tatsujin, and much, much more. They host America's largest collection of independently owned import arcade cabinets. I gotta say, that Super Table Flip is an amazing game. Anonymous gave us $100 saying, you guys do such a great job every year. I try to spread this around to everyone I know during every AGDQ and SGDQ. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Anonymous. Cruz Nick gave us $100 saying, first time donating, but have been watching for the past few years. Save the frames. Kill the animals. Now that I can agree with, Cruz Nick. Anonymous gave us $25, saying, if the animals can operate an escape pod, they can open a gosh darn door. Survival of the fittest. Kill the animals. I can only agree, Anonymous. Night Howl gave us $10, saying, he said $5, so let me raise that a bit. If I knew this event was always held so near to me, I would have tried to come. Feels bad, man. Good luck to all the runners, and who needs coffee anyway? This is in reference to the previous announcer, Mr. E, who suggested that you skip your coffee tomorrow and instead give that $5 to AGDQ. And I'll repeat that. You don't need coffee. Video games will help keep you awake. Chop House gave us $10 and said, it's our favorite week of the year, AGDQ, and Rush Week at the same time. Legendary. Let's make cancer a thing of the past, but kill those animals. Blinkers gave us $50 and said, I let my two sons, Jacob and David, stay up all night for the runs today. Good luck to all the runners, and let's beat cancer together. Hello, Jacob and David. I hope you got plenty of coffee so you can stay up all night and keep watching. Helix5 gave us $50 and said, hello, AGDQ. I've been looking forward to this week as I always do. This time it's even more personal since my younger sister beat Hodgkin's lymphoma last year. Have a great week and good luck to all the runners. Thank you, Helix5. I want to remind you about the current donation incentives going on. We have a Spare Ribs banner from AGDQ, an AGDQ banner that says Spare Ribs, and that's good for a $50 donation. You can get in on a PS4 Pro and VR VR bundle with 10 games, and that's just a $75 donation. I think we're pretty close with our next game. They're almost ready, but I can still read another couple donations probably. Actually, if our runner can hear me, I've got a donation for $25 from Arachnis saying, hey, neerrm, the whole crew is up watching, so don't mess up. No pressure. From Peebs, Arachnis, and the rest of chat. I'm not sure he heard you. Sorry about that. Did you hear me? Oh, you got a donation from Arachnis and Peebs and all the chat. They said, don't mess up. Yeah, I think that's good advice. All right, and we're ready to go. So it's time for Shippuu Iron Leaguer with neerrm. Come on.
Hello, everybody. My name is neerrm. Joining me is Crimson Avix. Yep, last minute substitution on the couch here. Unfortunately, my boy, the LCC, had a little bit of a traveling snafu, but he'll be here, just not quite in time. Anyway, this is Shippuu Iron Leaguer. It is a Game Boy platformer, and I'm going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So this game is a Game Boy platformer based off of an early 90s anime focused around robots that play sports. Don't ask me, I don't really know. And it's a really cute little game. Each robot you have in your party essentially gets their own little abilities. You start with 2 of them. One of them throws baseballs, the other one's a karate guy who shoryukens all over the place. And that's the movement tech I'm going to be using for the first part early on. When he's doing his little shoryuken here, he doesn't really have much of a hitbox. It's also very easy to dodge enemies. And so I'll just be traversing the first couple of stages, abusing the shoryuken as much as possible. This game also has some really great music. It's one of the reasons why I picked it up as much as I did. Oh man, I really didn't want to mess that up. That's unfortunate. So movement in this game, it's a little wonky with hitboxes. The shoryuken hitbox disappears and reappears as he lands, and if I don't time everything right, it can go awry in some scenarios. Right here, I'm going to intentionally take damage to knock back the other way. It's impossible to get past those guys otherwise, so why not boost forward as much as I can here. And we're almost at the end of the first stage already. pretty standard intro stage. It throws you some curveballs to teach you the mechanics of using your different characters and switching between them. Curveballs, baseball, pitching, get it? Yeah. And yeah, we are at the first boss. He is the kendo guy. And this boss actually has some of the most randomness in the game. You'll notice he did his little special move there where he ran over to the wall and stuck his sword in the wall. And fortunately, he only did that once. He can do that up to 3 times if he wants to be a jerk. But was able to get through there just without too many problems. And so the premise of this game is you fight a guy at the end of each stage, and then you talk them into joining you. And so now we have the kendo guy. His ability is to climb walls. So he sticks his sword in the wall and you can jump off of it. It's actually pretty cool. This movement mechanic right here is what really made me pick up this game. I first started running this game because of the mystery tournament, which you're going to be seeing later. It was an earlier mystery tournament. It was one of the submissions I had been given for a race, and I really enjoyed it. Picked it up I guess about a year later, and here I am at AGDQ. So I'm intentionally taking damage from that guy, even though he gave me a little bit of a hard time there. It's faster to just get through here taking damage than it is to actually kill him because he takes a couple hits. So we're moseying right along here. The boss at the end of this stage is a basketball guy, but for whatever reason, he has like 3 times the amount of hit points than any other boss in the game. And so I really want my karate and my kendo guy to have as much hit points as possible. And so when I'm going through this section and I'm intentionally taking damage, I'm actually going to switch to the baseball guy who doesn't have as much use. He's basically tanking hits for me. Each individual robot has their own life bar, and so you can kind of abuse that as you move throughout the game here. And if I did everything correctly, there won't be a shot right here blocking my path, and I didn't, so rip me. No real time lost there, just slightly unfortunate. So this is the most boring stage of screen of stage 2 right here. I'm like making mistakes as I speak mistakes. It's awesome. And we're just moseying right along here. There's these guys that pop out of the ground. You can jump higher than they can. It's really no big deal. The fact that I got hit by that guy was just me being bad. But yeah. So there's a lot of interesting movement techniques. That's unfortunate I got hit by that bullet. Where you're swapping between characters a lot in this game. It's going to be more pronounced even later on, but for now, it's basically kind of like Mega Man switching, except instead of switching power-ups, you're switching characters. You can cycle forward, you can also cycle back. And here we have the basketball guy. Hopefully, I took a lot of damage in this stage, so I'm a little concerned that he's going to kill me. Okay, so he killed Magnum Ace, but it's okay because every individual robot has their own health pool, so hopefully he doesn't beat me too bad. That's 2 down. Fortunately, we're at full here, so it's giving me a little bit of a hard time. He's really hard to keep track of if he starts getting away from you and jumping all over the place, because I didn't show it at all, but that boss screen has like 4 different platforms way up in the sky, and you have to like chase him down. And it's a real pain in the butt. But for whatever reason, he clips through the left side of that platform there, and we can just keep him kind of isolated on the left side of the screen. So this is the first sports mini-game that we're introduced to, and this is the worst of the 3. The objective of this is to hit the ball back at the guy 4 times, and the pitches he throws are 100% random. There's no way to predict them. There's no consistency to them. Even the rate that the ball leaves his hand is completely randomized. So in terms of going fast in a speedrun in this game, this guy is a pretty large deciding factor. His hitbox is also very small, as you can tell. I've missed him a couple of times now when you think maybe I should have hit him. So unfortunately, this guy is giving me a really hard time right now, and I'm not pressing the button either. That's another problem that's going on here, but we'll get him eventually. There's 2 hits. You notice the little bases on the side there. I need to hit him 4 times. Okay. Game is making me a little bit nervous. Fortunately, if you mess up enough to where you do die in this game, wow. it's just a game over and you restart immediately on the stage that you were on. So I'd restart in this mini game. Man. So he can hit the ball either up into the air, into the ground, or straight ahead. And he's not giving me anything I want here. Hopefully, nope. Unfortunate. Oh, okay. All right, well. I'm down to 1 hit point, so it would be really, really bad for me to die here. This guy is not giving me anything to work with. This is embarrassing. There we go. He's dead. So that was an ideal run. Obviously, 4 pitches and he's done. That was really unfortunate. So we got the basketball guy in our party. We also got this guy, the American football player, and he's got this nice, beautiful, beautiful dash mechanic. And we'll be abusing this throughout the rest of the run. His dash, when it's in the air, is like twice as long as it is when he starts on the ground. And then there's other mechanics to it where if you clip the side of a platform, it goes infinitely, like that. And so that we'll be abusing this guy throughout the rest of the run. He's our main speed tech guy because football is the best sport. I'm going to intentionally run into these spikes here and hopefully get a super dash because of it. Don't ask me why. I don't really know. It's just how it works. And then we have out our basketball guy. He jumps 1 billion feet in the air. He's not going to get hit by this guy. Let's not do that. Oh, man. Choke City right here. All right. So there are various points throughout this run where I'm going to try and intentionally get spiked into the ground. And I actually killed that guy. I didn't want to kill that guy. I wanted him to hit me. So a little unfortunate that happened right there. But I'm progressing along as best I can here. So right here, we're going to keep dashing along. I'm actually going to clip through the floor here. That's going to skip this whole platforming section on the right. And we are going to mosey on along over here. Past these hockey guys. And the addition of the football robot, really speed stages along. And we're already at the boss for this one. So this is the hockey player. Remember I said that the other boss was the hardest boss in the game. You'll notice I'm just going to run at him. I'm just going to stab him. I'm just going to face tank him. And he's dead already. So that's going to be a common theme throughout the rest of the game here. So we get the hockey guy, and we're introduced to our second sport minigame, which is the basketball minigame, where you have to make 3 shots before you die. And hopefully I don't screw this up. That should be good.
Now, along with throwing basketballs back at neerrm, that guy can also block his shot, so neerrm does have to sort of manipulate his movement throughout the minigame as well.
Yep. So fortunately, I was able to do that one without a problem. And the more characters you get, the more you have to cycle through them. So this is like the underwater stage where there's underwater physics. We're going to do as much as we can to avoid all the shenanigans that this stage throws at you. Right here, you're supposed to wait for bubbles and then ride them. That's too slow. We don't like that. So we're just going to samurai our way into the wall and go right over here. For whatever reason, the water physics disappeared right there as well on that wall. So it's like kind of a double whammy there. So we are through the really annoying bubble section, no worse for the wear, and moseying on along here. So right here, if I move correctly, I can despawn an enemy. I think I got it. Yeah, we're looking good. So this is the only time you'll ever see the basketball guy attack, I hope. It's his only time to shine, and we are moving right along here. I am going to be jumping with him a lot, but his fighting days are over. So another precise set of dashes here. I'm going to immediately dash in midair right here, quickly dash, jump up to the top, and hopefully this guy spikes me down. Perfect. And there we go, super dash. And all right. Nice little series of really quick jump dashes here, because I need to get under this platform. And that was good. And then for whatever reason, you have to start on the ground as the kendo guy here. Otherwise, when I get up here to dash across, I won't be able to. So, interesting little thing there. So I mentioned before that when I start a dash and then I clip the side of a platform, it lengthens my dash. I'm going to be trying to do that right here, if I can. There we go. Good. So for whatever reason, we've got our soccer robot chilling in the underwater stage. Don't ask me why, I don't really know. And fortunately, he's pretty much a pushover, and he's dead. So really quick fight there. You want to kill the bosses when they're underneath of a platform. Their death animation, they go way up into the air and come back down. But when they're under a platform, they just bounce off the platform and then it's over. So immediately, we are greeted with our third and final sports minigame, the soccer minigame. Blitzball, eat your heart out. Let's see if I don't mess up here. Oh, okay. So hitboxes in this game are pretty lethal. You'll notice that guy was nowhere near my head, but the game decided, oh, hey, you got hit. So unfortunately, I'm going to lose a little bit of time here.
And you'll notice that neerrm can jump over the enemies. He doesn't want to spam that. Every time he jumps, he does lose 10 seconds. He only has 200 seconds to complete a 3-goal challenge, so he doesn't want to spam the jump more than he has to, so he does have enough time to complete it.
So the reason that there's no goalie right there is because he actually spawns at the bottom of the goal. And so he's just kind of chilling down there, and he's trying to catch up to me, but he's a little too slow to actually make it there in time. So I'm able to just kick it in from afar. So that was a little slower than I wanted with the early hit, but not too bad. And believe it or not, we are already on the final stage of this game. We have this brilliant little auto-scroller here where you have to choose your path as you go along. Basically, choose your own adventure. And we're moseying right along. The first time you play this, all the spikes you see on the stage are instant kill. It's the only time... Oh, the only stage where that's actually true. So those spikes up there, the spikes beneath me, all instant kills. So I'm going to be doing my best to not have that happen. I already know the way to go, as I've obviously played this before. And we'll be moseying right along here. So this particular screen right here, these platforms are 100% random. Like, there's no manipulating them. They're not on a global timer. They just go where they want to go, and if you're playing this game casually, you have to just deal with them, and it's a real pain. Thankfully, we have the ability to jump past everything and not have to worry about it, thanks to one or two conveniently placed blocks. So we're through that screen. Onto what I call the most annoying screen in the game. There's conveyor belts on this screen, you'll see, but for whatever reason, when I'm on the conveyor belts, sometimes I can dash, sometimes I can't. More often than not, I'm unable to dash. So I'm actually going to be walking on the spikes intentionally here to make as much progress as I possibly can, as fast as I can. See, right there I couldn't dash. Normally, sometimes you can off those, sometimes you can't. So, a little unfortunate. And here we are on the final platforming screen of the game. Let's try and dodge some bullets here. This one's just kind of a huge... They just kind of throw every enemy in the game at you and decide, hey, hopefully I can get this super dash. Nice. So this is the final boss, Dark King. He's the one who has made all the evil sports robots and is ruining all the sports across the Iron League. And so we are here to beat his butt. And I am actually going to switch to the baseball guy in a menu that you haven't seen. I've been doing what's called quick switching, or what I call quick switching prior to this. And it's faster to switch to the baseball guy because he's the first choice in the menu. So here I'm actually getting really unlucky. What I want him to do is shoot out those little fireballs, and those make me take 1 damage. The spikes make me take 4 damage. But either way, I'm able to tank through. Final boss is down. We're coming up on time very shortly now. This run just kind of flew by. And it's really important here, if I press start on this screen, the ending will soft lock. And, because this is a great video game. All right, time is now. So not a bad time. Sub 16, it's pretty good. Maybe not the run I wanted, but not bad for a marathon run. And yeah, that was Shippuu Iron Leaguer. It's a really short, really fun Game Boy platformer. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Give some quick shout outs to Kit, KJ, Raya, Azari, and all the support you give me. Krim, for jumping on the couch literally last minute. I do appreciate
Absolutely.
that. And all the supporters behind me, thank you very much. And yeah, that's it for me.
I have that donation for you if you want to hear it.
Sure.
It was from Arachnus. He sent us $25 and said, "Hey, neerrm, the whole crew is watching, so don't mess up. No pressure." From Peebs, Arachnus, and the rest of chat.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Do you think he's disappointed, he or she?
I think it went okay.
Okay.
I think we're doing good. All right, thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Mickey's Dangerous Chase.